What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I am not a financial advisor and nothing in this video is financial advice. Guys, we're looking at SPY, AMC, RIVN, Unity, NIO, DOGE, the core plays. But before I begin, we have got to look at what is going on here in this market in the after hours as I record this at 6:45 p.m. Things getting blown up left and right now. You got the SPY triple bottoming, I guess at this point, down to 545. We have our IWM down 5%, down to 193. GME down 5-6%. AMC only down about 1.5%, not too bad. But a lot of the core plays are getting beat up right now. NIO, Unity, all these down 6, 7, 8%, whatever it might be. Across the board, things are getting cooked. Robinhood, the world's most hated stock, is down like 9%. So things across the board, guys, pretty ugly. But the reasoning behind all this, right, that's at least, like I said, being painted, justified for this kind of move is because Trump had the tariff press conference on Liberation Day. We are here in Liberation Day live, seeing the result of this, right? He dropped a huge policy list of like all the countries percentage-wise, right, for each country, right, what the tariff's going to be. So we have that now set in stone. That's done right now, guys. And I'm hoping that we don't have to continue editing and going back and forth with this tariff thing. You know what I mean? So this is how the market's reacting right now, and obviously it is being seen as negative because everything's dropping. So let's just see where the hell we are in this entire process right now. Okay, so we had a first touch here. We thought maybe this would be the bottom bounce, right? You came up, looks like we got out the channel and then came back down to 546. So we had a what? 547, 546. And now I guess tomorrow, the next candle that comes in here would be around what? 545. So just below this. So essentially like a triple bottom setup for the SPY. So looking very ugly right now, but not the end of the world. If you do break the 545, guys, if we break this like zone right here, you're probably going to come down to this level over here, which is 535. And any kind of drop below that, guys, you're coming down to 507, $500, in my opinion. All right. Looking at the EMAs, obviously, again, he came up to the 200. 200's acting as resistance right now, especially in after hours. Like intraday, it got rejected off it a little bit, just closed underneath of it. You for sure are rejecting off it now. So I had an A-B scenario, right? Let's just see. We got to take a moment to let this news, I guess, this whole policy sink in, right? And I told you guys to be careful about potential springs, guys. We've got to be careful in terms of how we react here because a lot of people are probably going to overreact. And again, this is usually the time where the terminal shakeouts happen, right? Hell, even for the Ichimoku cloud, we're trading under this thing. So right now, even technicals wise, it's looking pretty ugly right now. So let's just see what happens, right? When we open up market tomorrow, pre-market ended tonight. Let's just see what happens. 45 RSI. So interesting kind of situation to be in right now. It is literally do or die. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Let's just jump into our core plays at this point. Down right here, what? Almost 2%, 270 for AMC, guys. I already told you it was going to happen, all right? Since the start of this descending channel, I said we want to break this channel. We want to get the hell out of this channel. If you guys look real quick, this was our candle today. However, look at the after hours now. You're sitting right about the wick where you were. So we came down to this level, came back up to close around this area, what, 275, and then now we're pretty much back down here again, right? 270. I think I just saw in the after hours. So sitting right around here under the trend lines. And I told you guys that like if we broke this, we may be seeing a drop down to 238 again. I just don't see anything over here in these areas, right? I think this golden line, if we wake up tomorrow and this is below this, you're probably going to get that, I guess we'll call it crash for AMC, but in reality, guys, it's like 40 cents. I don't think anybody gives a shit at this point that we drop 40 cents on AMC if we know that we're going to get a potential double top at that $12 mark, okay? Everything stays the same for me in this situation, right? We have no clue what is actually going on behind the scenes with this tariff news and everything that's going on. And again, the market likes to use things like this to confuse people, to shake people out. So again, I'm staying patient, I'm staying calm, and I'm going to ride this wave out, right? I put my bets in, I guess, if you will, and I'm going to ride them out at this point because, again, I see all the setups. They're there for me. And again, terminal shakeouts across the board, they look very invalidating at first until they rebound. So I'm going to just be waiting on that moment to see what happens. But for now, AMC wise, guys, we want to get above this in a real quick way. If not, you come back down to 238. We find out if we get a double bottom and we get that vicious reaction. Not even just with the $12 move, but like right here. Like, look at this. You came down and boom, immediately just ate this up. Okay. Had a little bit of consolidation in here, but then it's gone. You know what I mean? I think this is what, like 10, 15 days in here. So either way, let's look at the EMAs. Your 200 is now dropping extremely viciously down here. It's going down 480 right now, man. This thing is just cooking to the downside. So in essence, that's a good thing because, again, when we do bounce back up, we want to be able to clear it, okay? Looking at some other things really quickly without going too over the top here. Ichimoku Cloud. The cloud's still shrinking, guys. It is still shrinking. I went over this indicator yesterday. I told you I'd pop it on maybe for the rest of the play so we can see. But again, in essence, you want to get this green line to start curling up over the red and then generating a green cloud, okay? So that, and then also too, price action needs to cross the line here, your conversion line, your baseline. If we get price action to cross all of this, guys, extremely bullish move is going to be coming. I'm telling you right now, if we can just get this price action to curl up, it's going to be ridiculous, the price action. So again, real quick to end this one, targets, we said potential double top at $12. If we get my target with the fib level extension with a continuation, we're talking about $18 to $23, somewhere around there, $20 to $23, I think I had, to be exact. If we get a super bullish squeeze type of setup, if this market, and you know, I guess I'm fancying the conspiracy theorist people, that if this market is crashing, quote unquote, that's going to force short sellers, quote unquote, to, you know, sell or, you know, close positions, whatever the hell. You maybe get $55, $60, you get a crazy squeeze up. Maybe that's the scenario too, okay? If we're going to go that far. If we're going to go to those lengths of our imagination, then so be it. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Let's get above these trend lines and let's get the party started is where I'm at, because we don't really have much more room to drop here. Okay, so looking at that one, similar here. Look at this. Holy crap, man. Okay, this is on the 1 hour. So Dogecoin down like 5-6%. Essentially, though, guys, resting right on this support line here. So this is why I'm trying to tell you I'm not over here, you know, boo-hooing and stuff, because look at this. Like, it's still resting on support as it stands. 16 cents, 390. Okay, so let's just see what happens through the night, right? Worst case scenario, you're breaking down to this level here, which is around 15 cents, 14 cents. Would be almost like a double bottom type of setup. This is just a previous low trend line that I've drawn up. So realistically, guys, we're in that weird, like I said, do or die position. Like, yes, you're coming down, you're deleting like those, I guess, green moves that we had a day or two ago is all we really did looking at these. So nothing changed my price targets for Doge. We're talking, let's get up here. Let's pull this up. We're talking about getting up to the top of this channel here, at least around 40 cents. And then if every move is doubling, from the history prior, we're talking about 97 cents, because if you double this move, you're getting 97 cents, $1.17. Those are my targets for that. Nothing has changed, okay? So that is it for Doge. Looking at NIO, guys, NIO is just like I said, this is crazy, all over the place. All over the place some of these moves are. Looking at it right now, we were at 380 today, so I did like the price action there. However, going back to it, I'm just going to look at my phone because it's going to be a lot easier to see what NIO's doing. Down 3%, okay? So NIO's down to 367. So still higher than this golden trend line. This is what I'm saying. Like, some of this stuff, to me, it's not as bad as it seems. I know that sounds crazy to people, but like for me right now, it doesn't seem horrific yet. If I see a drop down to like this golden line, it's like, wow, that is a drop. You know what I mean? But this is essentially like triple bottom setup right here for NIO. And again, guys, if we have this bullish reaction, if this is a whole fake out in this market, I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the most hard fake outs for people, right? I'm telling you right now, if that ends up being what it is just a crazy fake out, this is going to be a V-shaped reversal blowing through this line. Okay. On this next surge up for all of our plays, I'm telling you guys, it is going to be the channel breaker. That's what we're going to call it, the channel breaker, because there's just too much bearish pressure over the last month, 2 months essentially. Okay, with people, well, not 2 months, we'll say, yeah, about what, last 2-3 weeks, just terrible news being painted, images being, traumatizing people of what the market's going to look like. I don't know. I'm just one of these people where it's like, I'm not going to listen to the mainstream media, but if you break that channel in the next surge, you're going to be up here around $25. Okay. Real quick, let's just throw up some of the indicators that I was talking about EMA wise. Clustered. Okay. We've been watching that forever now. Looking at Ichimoku Cloud, this is interesting. So again, just hovering right below this right here, okay? And it's really thin here. I'm telling you guys, this is a sign to me that there's going to be a huge direction pretty soon. This is more so like consolidation right now. There's not a hard direction chosen, but if this price action gets above there and starts ripping above, it is going to be game over for this entire setup for the channel. Again, here's your conversion line. Got the baseline right here, this little white line in here, guys. We want to cross all those, and we want the price action across all of those and the cloud itself. You want the price action up here. And you get that, this thing's gone. It is gone, it's gone, it's gone. Okay. RIVN got a little bit of a beating here. Look at the red cloud. It actually was coming up, heading to break and pierce through this cloud. It is now down to, what are we at? Like 1190, I said. Let's double check. For RIVN, yes, down 5%, 4%, 1196. So where the hell is that? Right around this region in here, $12 shows we're right about in here. Okay, so we'll see how far this move progresses. If it does come back down to the golden line, we will, we'll react accordingly to see how it plays out. If it actually breaks this golden trend line, that's what I'm going to be looking for. I just don't see it right now, guys. I don't see it happening. A whole year of this golden trend line holding up. I just don't see these plays being in position to get rocked like that. Even with the tariff news, I just don't see it, guys. I'm telling you. So if you break this channel, like I said, guys, $28, and then we just go from there. We see what happens. But that's where RIVN's at currently. So we haven't had a super channel breaker yet, on anything just yet. So looking at Unity last year, this one looked like it took the most beating. And again, it's trading right under here. Still got a green weekly print, funny enough. But looking at the daily, look at this rebound that you got. You pretty much poked your head right back inside the golden trend line, and now it is back down. I think it's trading around $19. Let me double check in here. Looks like Unity is down 5%. 1980, guys. So Unity is sitting somewhere around at the bottom of this candle. It's very, very interesting to me. Okay, so red candle is going to be down here, basically matching it. You know what I mean? So we're pretty much matching moves is all we're doing right now, in my eyes. So I'm not, again, like I said, overly reacting to any of this stuff. EMAs are still right there, clustered up. As soon as price action crosses over those EMAs, guys, this thing's going to go too. Ichimoku Cloud, same thing. Got a red cloud right here. Obviously, indicated this isn't good, necessarily, but any kind of like move like this, guys, where you get a gappy type of move on anything, you're passing the cloud, you're passing the conversion line, you're passing the baseline, and this thing's gone. This is in literally like shakeout, terminal shakeout territory type of V-shaped move coming. You're going to have some crazy reaction and you're going to break this channel. And I told you guys, when you break this channel, you're going to see $58 at the top of it. Okay. In some fashion, some way, some kind of build up, you're going to get that. Okay. So across the board, guys, in a nutshell, not really panicking here, right? I'm not in panic mode. I know a lot of people are over freaking out on Twitter already and shit. And I'm like, we got to see this move play out, because again, if you decide, hey, you know what, I'm out of this thing, and then it's a spring, it's a shakeout, and you get shook out, and then the price action reverses so hard. I mean, you can enter, I guess that's if people want to jump back on the ride, but I'm not going to sacrifice my average costs or anything like that in this process. Like, I'm not going to do that, right? I said to myself, if anything, I'm going to average down. That is what I'm going to do. So across the board, guys, yes, tariff news is finally baked in. If it wasn't baked in, it's got to be baked in now. So that is everything I got for tonight, guys. I will keep you up to date. Tomorrow is Thursday, and then we have Friday. We got 2 more trading days to end this week. So let's see how things end. And then again, like I said, end of the week, I'll do my video Friday, and then Saturday we'll do a live stream. We'll walk through everything. We'll look at the patterns. We'll see if there's any new findings. So guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this entire situation. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, because again, if we aren't at the do or die moment now, then I don't know when the hell that's going to be, because this is like pivotal situation. Everything is kind of lining back up for like triple bottom setups, terminal shakeouts across the board. So guys, just like I said yesterday, stay focused, stay calm. Let's see what happens tonight. We have not only after hours to finish, but night trading too. And then we got pre-market. So tomorrow we're going to know which direction we're going. Okay. So that's it, guys. I will see you tomorrow in the update video then. Alrighty? Everybody take care and have a good night.